your boy Jabba TV, and welcome back to another Rainbow Six Siege video. And in this video, I'm gonna be telling y'all or suggesting the best weapons you should be using for the attacking section operators in this game. So first, we're gonna start off with Sledge. So for Sledge, you definitely want to use the L8, unless, yeah, you should definitely want to use the L8. So, but I'm gonna tell you something about the shotguns. The shotguns are only for if you want to rush, or if you're playing casual or something like that. I mean, you could use it in the ranked game, but it's not most likely not gonna really work all the time. But I suggest you go for the L8 because it's an assault rifle. And for your secondary, you should definitely use the SMG-11 and not the pistol, because it's just better to have an SMG as your secondary instead of a pistol. So for the gadgets portion of this video, the gadgets are basically for your own preference. So normally I run grenades because I feel like grenades are more precious than flashbangs, and I feel like I could do more with flashbangs. I mean grenades than flashbangs. So that's why I run frags. So, but for gadgets, I'm not gonna go over that too much in this video because of the simple fact that it's based off preference. Even though everything is based off preference, that's not what I'm gonna be suggesting you guys should use. So to the next op, Thatcher. I really like all of his guns, including the shotgun. But normally I run with the L8, but I do be switching it up with the AR-33 because I do like the gun a lot. But if you want to, based off preference, I suggest you go with the L8 because I feel like it's more easy to use for players that are either new to the game or been playing the game for somewhat of a long time. But then again, it's off preference. But I think you should use the L8. And yep, next up. So for Ash, no doubt you should use the R4Cs. It's one of the best guns in the game. So for the pistols, I would definitely go for me, I use the 5.7 USG because it has more ammo than the M45. But if you like that high damage, low ammo, you should definitely use the M45. But I say you go with the 5.7 because 7 bullets is not enough for me to be switching to my pistol and killing someone. I think I would rather have 20 bullets than 7. So yeah. On to Thermite. His is pretty simple. You definitely want to use the AR all the time unless you're rushing or whatever. Then you use the shotgun, and it's the same thing for Ash. For the secondary, I use the 5.7 USG. So for Twitch, definitely recommend the F2. If you can't control Twitch's recoil, try using the flash hider and any scope. Really, any scope you can use. But I definitely recommend the F2 over any of these guns. The marksman rifle it's alright, but I don't really use it much because the F2 is obviously better. But for the pistols, it's the same thing with Ash. I use the one that has more bullets, and because I feel like if you use the revolver, you don't really hit all your shots, and it's kind of hard to use. Really, for anybody, you have to be really good to use a revolver. But if you're not really good with the revolver, I say you definitely go with the P9. On to the next one. So Monty, as obviously, has a pistol. There's nothing else you can change to. But I'm gonna tell y'all, do not use the revolver when you're playing Monty. Don't do it. It's a death wish. It's not really gonna go well unless you're really good at the game. So, but definitely go with the P9. That's no brainer. So now we're gonna go with Glass. Glass, he has a sniper rifle. You can't really use nothing else. And the pistol I recommend to use is a GSH. For Fuse, no doubt you should be using the AK-12 no matter what. This is one of the best guns in the game. High damage and high fire rate. That's literally like all you need to win a gunfight in this game. And some skill. But yeah, I would definitely use the GSH again here. Same thing as Glass. More bullets, less damage, but more bullets than the other one. For Blitz, only thing you can use is the pistol, breach of charges. There's nothing really too special. For IQ, she has one of the best 3 guns that an operator can have. So I would definitely go for the G8 because it has a lot of bullets, high fire rate. It has a decent damage, but 37 damage. But I'd suggest you use the G8 because it's one of the best guns in the game. Definitely over the Commando and the AUG because Just compared to the G8 beats these guns, and they're way better than them. For buck, I definitely use the assault rifle over the DMR unless I'm trying to have a little bit more fun. But if you're not trying to do that, if you're not like, you know what I mean, doing that, I mean, I don't know. You use the assault rifle. Just a better option. So for Blackbeard, you definitely want to use the assault rifle. Hold on, let it load up right here. Definitely want to use the assault rifle of the DMR. I've seen a lot of players choke using this DMR, and it hurts my brain to see them use this gun and not really be good with it. Definitely want to use the assault rifle. It's just overall better for people to use and way easier for people to use. For Capital, they both have same damage and same fire rate, so it really doesn't matter which one you use. Just the LMG has more ammo. So I mean, if you want to have less bullets, you can use this one. But then again, you know, it's the same damage, same fire rate. So really, you want to go with the light machine gun. But if you can't really control that recoil too much, go with the Para 308. And that's all for that one. For Abana, you definitely want to use the assault rifle unless you're rushing. Once again, I'm not going to go over that again, but I'm going to tell y'all real quick. Only shotguns are only for use for if you're rushing or if you want to do something aggressive or something crazy. Other than that, you shouldn't really be using shotgun too much, especially for the attacking. And yeah, for the secondary, you definitely want to use the machine pistol. It's just a better option. Unless you can't really control it, I can see why you would use the pistol. But if you can't really use the pistol either, you should definitely go with the bearing 9. This is the better option. So for Jackal, I tend to use the PDW9 because I just want to have a little fun sometimes or whatever, switch it up. But you should always want, if you're playing ranked or unranked, you should definitely always want to use the C7E. It's literally top 5 best guns in the game. It's a really good gun. And secondary, I say you go with the shotgun because you can be a lot more versatile. You can open up holes, hatches, vertical angles. You can do a lot with this shotgun. But if you're not planning on do that, I suggest you switch to the pistol and just use it as a backup. For Ying, there's only 2 options. That's a shotgun and assault rifle. Definitely assault rifle unless, like I said, you want to rush or do something aggressive. Definitely want to go with the assault rifle. For Sophia, this is kind of a mixed breed. As you can see, their guns are close to the same. It's just the LMG has more ammo. But I say you want to go with the M762, the assault rifle, because the LMG has a lot of recoil, and I don't really know if a lot of people can handle that. So based off my suggestion, I really suggest you use the assault rifle. For Gokuuhp, I don't see a lot of people using Gokuuhp, but if you are going to use Gokuuhp, definitely use the marksman rifle. Don't use the Boss G unless you really are really good with it. Other than that, don't really use it because it has 2 bullets, and not a lot of people have the best aim or good enough aim to use it. But don't let me tell you and stop you from using it. If you want to use it, obviously go ahead and use it. But I suggest you use the marksman rifle. For secondary, I suggest you go with the C775 auto. Because for me, the SMG-12, I like it. It's a great gun. It's a high fire rate, low damage, basically what SMG is. But I don't like using it too much because I can't really seem to get kills with this high recoil unless I'm point blank. So I really use the other one, which is C75 auto. On to the next one. Lion. With this one, I tend to choose the assault rifle. It's just a better option than the DMR. And since Lion only has this gun, it makes him a really unique operator. So that's why I would use this, just because it's better and it's a really good gun. And yeah, same thing as Twitch. You definitely want to use the P9 unless you're good with the revolver. Other than that, you should be using the P9. For Finka is really a really different operator. I'm gonna be honest, y'all can use any one of these guns. It does not matter. The shotgun, the assault rifle, LMG. I switch it up. If I'm rushing, I use the shotgun. If I'm playing Finka normally and just like using her as a regular operator, I run the assault rifle. But if you want to rush with Finka, which is basically, to me in my eyes, is one of her biggest things on why you would pick Finka is to use the rush. You would use a shotgun or light machine gun. If you're on a close quarters map like Villa, you should definitely use the shotgun. But if you're on like a little bit of a hallway type map, you want to use the LMG. And for the pistol, I say go with the PMM. That's what I use because I feel like I just feel like it's better for Finka than this one. But yeah, that's all for that. Maverick. Hold on, my fault. There we go. Go to Maverick. Alright, there we go. Maverick, he has really good two guns. To be honest, you will have to play around with these guns a little bit to see which one you really want to use. But I suggest you start off with the M4, and if you want to test things out, you can move into the AR-15. But definitely, you should definitely be using the M4 a lot more than you should be using the AR-15. And yeah. For Nomad, if you're really good, like if you really have really good gun skill in this game, I say use the AK-74M because it has more bullets, and I just feel it's a better suit for people who really know how to really use guns in this game and have really good gun skill. But if you don't have like really good gun skill, or you don't really like the low damage and low fire rate but a lot of bullets, go with the ARX. But mind you, you will be reloading every half a second because you really run out of ammo quick because it only has 20 bullets. But I use the AK-74M, and I suggest you use it too because it has more bullets than this, and it's really pain to keep reloading every 0.1 seconds. I don't like doing that. So yeah. Now with Gridlock, you can use either or. I suggest use that. I mean, when I say you can use either or, it's like they're both good guns. It's just the other one has less damage. I mean, less fire rate, but more bullets. But if you're on a close quarters map, use the F90. If not, use the M249 saw. Simple as that. For the secondary, if you wanna, the same thing with Jekka. If you wanna use like vertical angles, open hatches, open holes in the walls or whatever, use the Super Shorty. If not, if you're going in and you don't have that in mind, or you don't have that planned out, use the pistol. Other than that, you should probably be using the Super Shorty. For Knock, I don't have Knock, but I have used her guns before. You should definitely want to use the FMG. But if you want to sneak on the map and do some aggressive things, rushing, things like that, getting a jump on the enemy team, you can go with the shotgun. For the pistols, I say go with the Deagle. Because of one simple reason, is that it's not really that hard of a gun to use. It's really easy to use once you really get the hang of it. And I just think, since Knock has this gun, and it just makes her another type of unique operator, I wouldn't want to be like playing and use the 5.7 USG. So yeah. For Amaru, I'm gonna say this again. If you're on like a map of like Cafe, use the LMG, 100%. If you're on a close quarters map, use the shotgun, because, well, normally when you choose them all, you normally rush. So that's what I'm telling y'all, to use the shotgun. So yeah, you should never really have the secondary shotgun unless you're opening hatches, vertical angles, holes in the wall, doing all types of stuff that involves destroying the walls or whatever, like the hatches or whatever. But you should definitely be using SMG all the time. For Cali, in my few years of playing Cali, not even years, like a few months playing Cali or whatever, I say you use this machine pistol right here because it's way better than this one. Even though it has less fire rate and less damage, it's just a way better gun. It's just way better. Because you don't really have a sight on this one. You don't really have the best sight. And I like to have a sight on my gun, and that's why I choose this one. Is because it has a sight and it has a foregrip. And that's why I suggest you to use this one instead of this one. But you can use either or. You can really switch it up. It doesn't really matter. But if you like to have a sight on yours, use this one. For Ayana, I say use a G36C because It has way more bullets and is automatically a better gun based off capacity, the ammo capacity, and the fire rate. That's just no brainer. It's already better. You don't want to use the ARX. It doesn't really make sense for you to use it unless you really need to use the ACOG or something like that, long range ACOG. For Ace, there's no doubt, use the AK-12 all the time. It's one of the best guns in the game. There's no reason, unless you're rushing, that you should be using this shotgun. For Zero, definitely. It depends. It kind of depends on preferences a lot on this one, because these are both two great guns. It's just based off how comfortable you are with each one of them. But if I were to use one of them, I would probably go with the MP7. But if I'm playing on a little bit of a long range map, I would go with this assault rifle. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, drop a sub, drop a like, drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? We on the road to 200 subscribers, man. And once you hit that sub button, new bangers coming out every single day. Don't forget, I know y'all see me uploading every single day. I'm out here grinding, so you know what I mean. Go ahead, drop a sub for me. But hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's Jobby, and I'm out.
I like my bitches red bone, ass fat, jello, light skin, yellow.